Up next on Vallo Vision News, the City of Montevallo's Main Street makeover is almost finished. Hear from Mayor Holly Cost about how the project is wrapping up.
And drinking your way to a longer life. The surprising findings from a new study about alcohol and coffee in today's Health Minute.
Plus, growing support for tighter gun laws. Find out how many Americans say they are in favor in the wake of the Florida school shooting. Vallo Vision News starts right now.
Hello and welcome to Vallo Vision News. I'm Andy Smith.
And I'm Joseph Markell. Thanks so much for joining us.
The finish line is in sight for the City of Montevallo's downtown revitalization project.
Vallo Vision News reporter Bailey Klepek has the latest on Main Street's major makeover.
After a year-long of dodging construction workers and bulldozers, the Montevallo Streetscape project is finally wrapping up. Mayor Holly Cost mentions that we will be seeing new banners, crosswalk striping, and handrails being added within the next week. She envisions the project will boost current businesses and hopefully bring in some new ones.
We have a restaurant that's very interested in developing on Main Street, so we're keeping our fingers crossed that may be able to occupy one of our empty buildings as well.
Another important issue this project is promoting is accessibility for everyone.
As you can see with the rails behind me, not only is this project to make downtown a prettier place to be, but it's also for handicap accessibility.
The new additions will help citizens like Linda Rutledge travel easier.
It's more equipped to handle my wheelchair for me to get access to get places.
More exciting things to look out for is new building exteriors.
Many of the buildings are getting awnings, which makes a big impression, and they're painting the buildings as well. So you'll really see some things pop soon.
But as the Main Street project is coming to an end, citizens can still expect the new separate construction on Middle Street to continue. Reporting for Vallo Vision News, I'm Bailey Klepek.
The city will celebrate the Main Street revitalization this Saturday at Love Montevallo Day. Events planned for the day start at 11 a.m. and include the dedication of the Streetscape project on Main Street and two new pocket parks, Owls Cove Park and Bicentennial Park. Love Montevallo Day concludes at 6 p.m. with a raffle prize drawing at Bradford Real Estate. A full list of events is posted on our Facebook page. The students of Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida are preparing to return to school this week, though the building where the shooting occurred will remain closed.
But questions over signs mixed before the shooting and criticism over the response continue. Kristen Holmes has this report.
As students and teachers are preparing to re-enter Stoneman Douglas High School Wednesday,
I think that when we go back, it's definitely something that we're going to have to push through.
an investigation into how officers responded to the shooting that left 17 dead is underway. The Broward County Sheriff defiant amid mounting criticism of his department's handling of the attack.
Of course I won't resign.
Local authorities had received multiple warnings on the gunman before the massacre, including a call saying he was a school shooter in the making.
Do you think that if the Broward Sheriff's Office had done things differently, this shooting might not have happened?
Listen, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, O.J. Simpson would still be in the record books.
I don't know what that means. There's 17 dead people, and there's a whole long list of things your department could have done differently.
And questions surrounding reports that up to 4 sheriff's deputies arrived at the building during the shooting but never entered.
They weren't exactly Medal of Honor winners, all right? The way they performed was, frankly, disgusting. You know, I really believe, you don't know until you test it, but I think I really believe I'd run in there even if I didn't have a weapon.
President Trump telling governors he was willing to ban bump stocks with or without Congress. Lawmakers facing growing pressure as they return to Washington today. A new CNN poll showing 70% of Americans favor stricter gun laws. I'm Kristen Holmes reporting.
A new CNN poll finds 7 in 10 Americans favor tighter gun laws in the U.S. in the wake of the Florida school shooting. Support for stronger gun laws hasn't been this high in CNN polling since 1993. 27% said they oppose tightening current laws. Less than half, 46%, say they have a favorable view of the NRA. UMPD will be giving another active shooter training presentation this week. The presentation will be held Tuesday, February 27th at 5 p.m. in Ramsey Room 106. UM 2 Pi's chapter of Zeta Phi Beta is sponsoring the safety presentation.
Time is running out to apply for scholarships for UM's summer and fall terms. The deadline is this Thursday, March 1st. Current and incoming students can apply for more than 200 scholarships funded by UM supporters. Just head over to montevallo.awardspring.com to apply. You can also call 665-6231 for more information.
The Department of Communications Mass Comm program hosted Media Day last Wednesday. Dozens of media professionals, many of them UM alumni, came to Strong Hall to meet and mentor current mass communication majors. Media Day included a networking fair and Q&A panels.
I'm so glad that so many alums got to come back and see the vast improvements to this building and how the program is growing. I'm a proud alum of this program, so always so happy to see so much talent at these tables from students that I went to class with every day.
Q&A panels can be viewed on the Montevallo For You YouTube channel. The Department of Communication plans to make Media Day an annual event in the spring semesters.
Happening this week, the American Village is once again hosting its Festival of Tulips. The festival runs through March 30th. In a field of over 100,000 flowers, visitors can pick their own or use the event as a photo op. You can purchase tulips for $1.50 each. We've got information about ticket pricing on our Facebook page. And remember, there's always more news 24/7 on our social media pages.
Just search Vallo Vision News on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more stories throughout the week.
Still ahead on Vallo Vision News, a decision about DACA. See how the Supreme Court is allowing the program to continue for now in a blow to the Trump administration.
Plus, the end is near for net neutrality. Find out when the internet projections will expire.
And Subway is hoping to lure back customers. See how their new customer loyalty program works. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Vallo Vision News. The Supreme Court says that for now, it will stay out of the dispute over the DACA program.
The justices declined a request from the Trump administration to review a lower court opinion that temporarily blocked the government's effort to end the program. That means the case will continue in the lower courts. And for now, renewals can continue. The Obama-era programs offer protection for roughly 700,000 undocumented immigrants who came to the U.S. as children. Class was canceled for every public school in the West Virginia Monday. All public school teachers in the state are on strike as a protest for better pay. According to the National Education Association, in 2016, West Virginia ranked 48 in the nation for average teacher salary. Schools are shut down in all of the state's 55 public county school districts. On Sunday, there was a strike vigil in Charleston.
We're not walking away from our students, but we're walking out to stand together with our colleagues from throughout the state to bring some significant awareness to our issues in public education.
The strike is expected to last at least until Tuesday.
Federal net neutrality protections designed to foster a fair and open internet are set to end on April 23rd. The FCC voted last year to end the Obama-era regulations. Net neutrality bars internet providers from blocking or slowing down access to online content or prioritizing their own content. For example, it keeps providers like Comcast and AT&T from slowing down Netflix's speed in order to make their own streaming services more attractive. More than 20 states filed a lawsuit last month to stop the repeal. The 2018 Winter Olympics wrapped up with the closing ceremony Sunday night. The United States took home a total of 23 medals, 9 gold, 8 silver, and 6 bronze. Norway won the most medals, ending with a total of 39. The next Winter Olympics will be in Beijing in 2022.
A new study shows some surprising health benefits for coffee and alcohol drinkers.
A glass of wine or a cup of coffee could help you live longer. Mary Maloney explains in today's Health Minute.
The secret to a long life could be coffee and alcohol. Yup, you heard that right. Researchers at the University of California, Irvine examined the lifestyles of people 90 and older. The goal? To discover the key to their amazing longevity. Scientists found that people who drank moderate amounts of alcohol or coffee lived longer than those who abstained. But don't think this gives you a pass to go belly up at a bar. The lead researcher of the study says participants who consumed a moderate amount of alcohol, or about 2 glasses of beer or wine a day for men and a glass for women, lowered their chances of premature death by 18%. Coffee lovers who grabbed 2 cups of Joe a day decreased their chance of premature death by 10%. The study also found that people who were overweight in their 70s lived longer than people who were considered normal weight or underweight. Researchers caution you should still live an active lifestyle and eat healthy food. Just don't feel bad when you reach for that glass of wine. For today's Health Minute, I'm Mary Maloney.
Subway is launching a new loyalty program for its customers. Starting next month, it will give users 4 tokens for every $1 spent. Once diners get 200 tokens or spend $50, they will receive a $2 reward which can be applied toward any menu item. The loyalty program will be offered in all of Subway's locations in the U.S. and 2,800 restaurants in Canada. And finally, this week, Black Panther is still dominating the box office for its second weekend of wide release.
The blockbuster took in an estimated $108 million over the weekend. It's the second highest second weekend for a film. Only Star Wars: The Force Awakens made more money during its second weekend of release. Black Panther has made more than $700 million globally.
That's all the time we have for today's show. Remember, there's more campus and community news on our website.
Just head over to vallovisionnnews.wordpress.com to see stories from mass communication student reporters throughout the week. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in to Vallo Vision News again next week.